Let's go. Versus Lagrella. Bant Flicker. How fast is this opponent going to play? Come on, give me a fast opponent for once. I'm just sick of these slow players. Look at me. Look at me go. Zoom. Christ. Just give it to me now. Give me the plays. Just every turn, zap something down. Fetchlands. Christ. Just give me. No, you know what? People do this to me all the time. This is why we do it, right? We're very petty, very spiteful. We will respond with our own. Right. Me now. Draw. Play land, go. Draw, play land, go. What's it going to be? Delighted Halfling. I will counter that because it's annoying. It stops me countering future things. Oh, baby. And we get a cough. That was literal perfection. Thank you, sir. Mana drain broken. Halfling Citizen. Do they have a kill spell? No? Okay, well, there we have it, guys. Quick game. That's just what I wanted. Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're looking at Niv-Mizzet Visionary, the fantastic new Niv from the latest Foundation set. Straight out the box, we already know he combos with Niv-Mizzet Parun. Whenever you draw a card with this guy, you deal 1 damage to any target. And then when you deal 1 damage to any target, you'll draw a card, and then it loops infinitely with Niv-Mizzet Parun. So that's pretty cool. We'll put that in here just as a one of funsy sort of thing. We don't normally do infinites, but yeah, those two combined is pretty awesome. The awesome thing with this card is there's loads of ways you can synergize with him, but it's still a different build to what we already have, so it's kind of cool. It's a different Niv. It feels very similar, but it is different because by himself, he doesn't actually give you any advantage. So whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you draw that many cards. In 4-player, I think this is a lot better because there's a lot more opportunities to be had with spells that say each, like Fire Inscription, 2 damage to each opponent whenever you cast Instant Sorcery. This, obviously, in 4-player, you'll be dealing 6 damage and drawing 6. And I was going to use Gutter Snipe, but creatures in this format die so easily, left, right, and centre. So I've had to tailor this deck to be quite different to my initial build. My initial build had protection spells, loads of creatures that basically said, whenever you do this, it deals damage to an opponent. But I was finding that by themselves, without Niv out, they just won't do anything. And the format really doesn't reward you for experimenting with as much space as you'd like. So you have to use a lot of known quantities. So this is more of an is-it control-y build with a lot of board wipes, a fair few planeswalkers to just help you in the late game. Because as I said, the previous build was just pray to get Niv out, pray to give it protection, and hope you can do a damage spell to hurt your opponent. It just doesn't work in 1v1, guys. It just doesn't work. You have to build differently, more mid-range to control. Because he's 6 mana, he's going to die. You just can't rely on him. So because of that, you have to build the deck to stand on its own 2 feet. That's the only way. There's no point in me trying to force anymore. The format has evolved into this ultra competitive reality now. So yeah, keep that in mind. It is a bit of a shame, but it's still powerful. You know, different flavors. I guess the more powerful things there are, the more choices there'll be. So I mean, in theory, you'll see a bit more variation. Foundations brings in a lot of new commanders, a lot of them reprints, a lot of them new, but this is definitely pretty awesome, and I definitely need to get one for paper. So with that in mind, let's see how today's games go. It's really fun, and any fans of Niv-Mizzet will love this, to be sure. Okay, it's a flicker build. Let's see how we can get on. Don't beat around the bush. Just crack your fetches, guys. Crack them good. Crack them well. Crack them like an egg. Land. Jolly good. So, Emiel, what does this do? Flickers another creature. Bloody blah. Counters. Ding dang doom. We shall send it packing. We have lots more removal. It's just removal to you hit you. Spoiler alert, guys. This game is removal until you can't removal no more. And in this case, we can't removal no more because the bloody Parish Druid has hexproof. If they go for the Emiel here, I will rift it. I will. I will. And then we'll see if it flips. Ooh, conservative. They're going for the tap land. Gala Grixis. Okay. Wait, what? That was weird. Right. Let's kill this thing. 2 damage. Get a treasure. You know what? Whenever I use Ral, he never flips. What you got? Tamio safekeeping, bro. You know what? I'm gonna do the other. I'm gonna do the inverse. Hey, flips. So try to kill the Gargarias, but they actually end up losing the other one. So, I don't know what's better. 2 damage divided. Sadly, I cannot do the 2 damage divided. I do have the rift up though. Llanowar Visionary. Okay. So if we get a land in our next turn, we can do some really cool things. Yeah, it's a real shame they had the hexproof because we could have done so much more. Scorching shot. Deals 2 damage divided. Damage divided. Let's just kill that. I mean, slowing them down is pretty effective, right? 2 mana for this guy, by the way. 2 mana. Timeless Witness. Oh boy. They're going to get back the Visionary. That is irritating. Strangle. Bloody hell. We just need a land. Please. Give us the land. And only they can even do this one more time. Bring something else back. Visionary. Draws them another card. Oh, why does this feel so loopy? Just go around in loops here. Elves. Elves. It's just elves. Land. Okay. Well, it's good, but it's just going to bounce us back. So, I'd rather not. And then -2 damage 1 and here, I think. Because then we get to kill that thing, we get to draw 2 cards.
Like I need a new
because Ral lets us draw a card because we have a blue thing, and Niv lets us draw a card because we have Niv. Do they really have another protection spell? Because that would be pretty obnoxious. Surely not. They've already used 1. They've already used the Tamio safekeeping. Come on. Come on, dude.
Like
Was that so hard? Hey, we got a land. Thank goodness. So next time we could theoretically go for this Niv. Oh, maybe not actually, because this is not an actual coloured land. Okay. There's something to be said about maybe not including these Seville lands, so we can actually play the Nivs. What do they want to return, exactly? It's just mana dorks and protection, right? I am so confused right now. So they're thinking about cord for... Oh, I see. They want to get cord now, then they want to get cord back again. Fairgrounds Warden. No, we'll leave him there. That's an instant speed thing as well. Oh well. So they can exile another creature and then return it to the battlefield. Sure. So we're waiting for just basically a very good Cyclonic Rift turn. Do we want to do the... No, we don't have enough islands for that, do we? No, we just go for the steam vents. Brittle Blast is good. So what we're going to do now is wait until the end of turn, I think. Or we can actually just kill the Llanowar Visionary. I'm going to try and kill it. Because it also exiles it, which means they can't get it back. Nice. And I don't want them to just keep drawing cards as well. So if this opponent would die, exile it instead. Okay, so they're going to spend the whole turn doing that, getting the cord back. Oh, they're going to get that back. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Chandra. Let's just go for Niv here. Let's see what they got. So they can choose to flicker between this Niv and this Niv, but either way. So whenever another creature enters, you can pay Hybrid Selesnya, put counter on it. If it's a unicorn, put 2 counters on it instead. So it's trying to push you into unicorns, but there's probably not enough unicorns in the game to make that viable. I'm just going to eat some Ben & Jerry's. I have some Ben & Jerry's on the side. Fish food, of course. Well, not of course, but, you know. 1 damage. Let's do it there. So how much mana do I have after this? Not enough. So we're just going to leave up the Cyclonic Rift. Now, if they're clever, they can use Emiel to continuously flicker our attackers. But they didn't do that. They're going to create a dude. Okay. exile it, then return it. So this happens instantly, which is actually weirdly good for us, because if we use the Rift, the creature will return before it matters. So, oh, this is going to be really bad for them. They're not going to like this. They are not going to like this at all. I kind of want them to just tap out as well. Sweet. Let's just do it. That's probably going to be game as well. Because we're going to have a Niv-Mizzet on the board that is now unrivaled. In fact, we're going to have 2 Nivs. Here we go. Twin Nivs. This has taken 3 hours to get here. And once you do, it's meaningless because the opponent has quit. Alright, I'm already mulliganed. This is a terrible hand. I'm having a terrible day, actually. I'm having a genuinely terrible time recording this video today. Some days are just absolutely shit for a number of reasons. Firstly, I just cannot for the life of me figure out what's going off in terms of this deck. I've tried so many games now, and I'm losing a lot today. I'm losing a lot. This is one of those days. I'm losing a lot. Losing the will to live. And it is just very painful. Secondly, I actually was recording a good game previously, and my computer decided to crash. Wonderful. And I just don't know what to say anymore, guys. I just don't know what to say. I just want to win a few games. I think I must have lost about 80% of my matches, which is a hell of a lot. It really is a hell of a lot. So let's see how we go against Bolas. There's just so many counter spell decks, so many green decks that ramp tremendously fast. Let's see if they understand how Kira works. Okay, cool. So there we go. That's made me feel a bit better. Someone doesn't read the card unless they've got another spell to kill it here. Oh, lightning bolt. Okay, fine. Fair enough. That's still a 2-for-1 that I couldn't be. Can't really moan about. What is this? Heist someone's library twice. Wow. That is kind of crazy. 2 heists. Oh boy, and it's always a really good card as well. Let's put some of these away. So many lands on top, man. I guess we'll see what they've stolen. It's not a good sign, is it, to see someone just steal 2 of your cards, but Gonti, more stealing. So the whole deck is just a stealing deck. Grixis heist. Fair. But as if they hadn't already stolen enough cards, they're stealing another. Let's try and kill the Gonti. And draw some more. Bloody hell. So many lands. Do that. Time warp, I guess. Alright, let's see how we get on. We've got another kill spell for Bolas. Depends what happens. They've got 3 of our cards. Brazen Borrower. Returns our Jace to our hand. Interesting. Let's try and go for Niv. That is freaking incredible. Mana drain. Okay. So they're going to get 6 mana in their turn. That is a scary amount of mana. Can they actually flip the Bolas? 5, 6, 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they can actually do that. But they don't have the mana to flip it because it is a lot of colours. We'll get rid of the Storm's Wrath there. Oh, they're going to equip it instead. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. 7. Can we get an extra turn here? Okay, 7 toughness is kind of annoying, I have to say. I guess we'll just bounce it back to the hand. Like, yes, they're going to get rid of another card in their hand. I totally understand that, but they don't have much mana to do anything else. And we get an extra turn as well. Ooh, draw 3. This is cool. This works really well with the Rowan. Oh, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. I think we're in a really good situation now. We're going to play 3 mana. And then we can start doing the extra damage. So I guess it paid off there, but my goodness. There was a lot of games that led to that victory. Right, let's keep this. My god, so many promos in this game, aren't they? They look so beautiful. Full arts. Japanese arts. The new enchantment frame is absolutely wonderful. By the way, we didn't know they've changed the enchantment frame now. It's all the Nyx border from Theros. Kind of cool. I love it. That's a good change. Makes the cards more distinct. And a beautiful Chandra. All these lovely, you know, as time goes on, the longer you play the game, the more promos you'll have. And the more beautiful your deck becomes. I think people don't give the game enough credit for the fact of how artistic it is. The art is just stunning. I think we all forget all the good things because of all the negative things, and I'm certainly guilty of that as well. I do like aesthetics. I do like me some aesthetics. We can't do anything yet. Impact Tremors. Ooh. It's pretty rough. There's no point going for Mystic Sanctuary just yet because there's nothing to bring back. There could be an argument to say get this out of the way early. But we have so many islands that it's unlikely that this is going to be a problem. In fact, I'm more interested in getting some red sources, to be honest. So we can turn the Spiteful Banditry online. Going second against aggro is always concerning because they will have lots and lots of stuff before we can react. At least we have the red source for the Spiteful Banditry. Maybe next turn we can deal 2 damage to everything. Although that's got 3 toughness. We'll see how this goes. That's basically why I kept the Chandra on top, because she can deal 3 damage to everything. She's basically a board wipe, right? And an excellent combination with Niv-Mizzet Visionary. Here comes Arabella. Do they pay? They do pay. I do think the Impact Tremors is likely going to kill us. Terror of the Peaks. Okay. Let's go for it. So I might just bait them with the Chandra and see what they do. Because we don't really want to use this yet anyway, because we don't kill the Arabella. So we might as well just...
You know what's great at dispelling darkness?
It doesn't really matter which one of these we do, so we might as well just go for the damage. So currently with their field, they've got 3 damage on board. So without any kind of modifications, she won't die, which means they have to do something to pump the damage into her. So we'll see what they do. Blage, well, that certainly does it. But it does also mean they have to attack it with Arabella as well. As I said, that Impact Tremors is going to kill us. We don't have any life gain in the deck.
Ooh, payback's gonna be spicy.
Okay, but at least that means that 3 damage is not coming towards us. Oh, so they're actually scared of us having a removal spell, so they did the double attack there. Which is pretty clever, actually, because if they attacked with 1, and we happen to have a protection spell or a removal spell, then that means that the Chandra would have been alive still. So let's hope they don't have any kind of way to protect or put counters on the creatures. They don't seem to be liking this. at all. And I think Terror of the Peaks is a really cool little synergy with Niv, because it's one of those synergies that just happens pretty quick. Because the normal curve is play this on turn 5, then play this on turn 6. As soon as Niv-Mizzet comes down, you'll be dealing 5 damage to any basically any target, which means you draw 5. So that's a really insane 1-2 punch with Terror of the Peaks and Niv-Mizzet. Now, unfortunately, our opponent is roping us, so we might not get to see anything like that, but it is very, very hard to believe that somebody would rope just for one spell being played. I mean, what do you expect? We get a treasure. And they didn't put the Arabella in the graveyard, which was a mistake, because it means they now can't use it for the Flage. Now, they are not going to be happy about this, because... Ooh, that's a smaller version of what I thought it was. Yeah, that just makes 2, but it's fine, because we have Chandra. And she is going to kill all of those.
If you haven't heard of me,
So I'm very grateful for having her as well.
everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
And we will keep the mana up. I don't want to translate these 2 treasures into just a Cold Steel Heart. That doesn't feel so good. I'm still concerned, though, because that Flage is going to be very difficult to deal with. And they would have actually been able to cast it a lot sooner if they had the Arabella in the graveyard. But Sky Knight. Okay. Bloody hell. Down to 13 already, just from non-combat damage mostly. Now this is good, because this also exiles it, which means 1 fewer card for the Flage to exile from the graveyard. A lot of pauses here. Opponent clearly not happy that we have answers, which is just kind of crazy, but there we have it. Terror of the Peaks, 1, 2, 3. So we can't go for Niv in the same turn. But we can go for Cold Steel Heart. Unlikely that they have a 1 mana spell that just kill. Oh, they're saying that they have white, right? So there's probably loads of exile effects here. I was just trying to think in terms of Ristic Study. If they played a 1 mana spell, they could pay 1 so we don't draw a card. But a 2 mana kill spell would mean that we get to draw. Terror is actually perfect with Niv, because if they target this to kill it, they take 3 damage. And if they do that, then it means Niv also draws 3 cards. So this is literally a match made in heaven. They go together so perfectly, unlike myself and my opponent, who would never in real life... I would never want to play this person in real life because of the sheer amount of roping and time they're taking here, but... Okay, finally we get to resolve this. No, and they didn't want to target this. Fair enough. I guess they want to save a kill spell for this Niv? Bloody hell. Another thing that just makes loads of tokens. That is pretty annoying. Ooh, okay. Storm's Wrath. I mean, annoyingly, Storm's Wrath kills everything we have. Oh dear. Down to 10. Thraben Charm. Okay, well, they kill that. I'm just thinking maybe we just tick up. We do lose a lot of stuff, though. That is the only thing. I think we have to kill them. It's just too annoying to keep. And then we'll go for this. And we'll put that board wipe back on top. And go for Niv. Right. And now the China deals damage and we can draw a card. Oh, wow. That was... I felt like that was pretty close, considering that all they had to do was get the Flage out. That would have done 4 damage to us, take us to 6. We don't have a way to actually kill it because it's 6 toughness. So, yeah, I think they should have definitely played that out, considering how low our life was. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.